Let's chop some green onions. I'm just using these little scissors that I love because they make every little cut or piece uniform. Sometimes I use them and sometimes I don't. I think it's a gadget day. So that's what I'm going to use. Some of my gadgets. Let's clean this off. I like it because the tool is the cover for the scissors. That way you're not likely to lose them. Now we're going to chop up some sweet onions. They're pretty sweet too. This dish is going to be full of flavor, especially onion flavor. Now, if you like onions, you're going to love this dish. Trust me, if you like cabbage, you're going to love this dish. If you might even like it if you didn't like cabbage or you didn't like onions too much. Just give this one a try. I promise you. Your family is going to love it. Garlic. This is about two, maybe just three at the most, buds of garlic. I'm just going to chop them into the onions. And you can use as much as you like. That's just how much I chose to like. If you love garlic, add a few more. And I have some red bell pepper. Same thing. Gonna chop them. Green bell pepper. Set that aside, and we're gonna peel these potatoes. And why I'm peeling them is because I'm going to use those skin. I'm leaving a little meat on them to eat later. Just gonna season them and put them in the air fryer and make them like crispy as you like. But if you do it, make sure you leave some meat on the skin. You don't want all skin, though they say skin is good for you. See, like this. Mm-hmm. And down to the last one. We're getting our potatoes ready for the mashed potatoes that's going to go into this dish. Mm-hmm. Remember, they don't have to be perfect because we're just cutting them up so we can boil them. until soft. Don't forget to rinse them though. You put them in that water and then you rinse them a couple more times in cold water. And see, we're just putting the skins in cold water, setting them aside. And here's my cabbage. I tried to find the smallest cabbage that I could. This is the best that I could do for small. You know, a little bit goes a long ways when it comes to a cabbage. We're just going to slice this up. I'm just checking to make sure that I didn't add the core in there. And some people eat the core. I guess it'll get tender too, but I try not to add the core to my cabbage. I was taught to cut it out, so that's what I do. And you can chop them any way you want. I just don't want huge pieces. See how much that is? And that's really a small cabbage. It's not a tiny cabbage, but it's a small one. Maybe I'll try for tiny next time. Let's get that core out right quick. You don't have to worry about that one. We're going to just rinse these off in cold water really well. Our bacon, I'm just going to use half of the package. And we're going to just cut it up. Not too tiny. We just want little bite sizes. Mm-hmm. I I like eating different things. I've been eating the same things so long till I had to just start making things a little different. You know, I had to. So if you see all these different types of recipes that I have on here, that's why. You have to be willing to try something different if you want something different, you know. But I suggest you give this one a try. And many others. Go back and look on my channel and see I have so many different recipes. And if I don't love them, I wouldn't give them to you. So go in there and try some. And while you're at it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe if you will. It don't cost you anything. I would appreciate it. And share. Share with friends and family. And of course, give me a comment. Tell me what you liked about it. If you like it, if you didn't like it. Or, you know, just to say thanks. I appreciate you so much. And so as you can see, I removed it. See the bigger chunks too. I didn't make it too small. And this flavor in here isn't going anywhere. We're about to use this too. Add those onions and bell peppers in here. We're going to cook them just for a bit. You don't want to overcook them because this dish is going into the oven. Not for too long, but it's still going into the oven. You don't want them mushy. You still want them to have a little bit of bite. And if you don't, go ahead and cook them longer. I only cook this for about just a few minutes. I can't say exactly, just a few minutes. So, like that. In goes the cabbage. This is going to be good. Please believe me. Sprinky dink of salt, just a sprinky dink. And pepper. That's it. I like to leave food where, whomever's eating it can season to their taste. Because your taste is not everybody's taste. Besides, too much salt isn't good for you. So here are the potatoes. I let them cook till they were nice and tender. And I'm adding some butter. You can add a bunch, a little bit, or none at all. Okay? But butter on potatoes is good. I'm sure you already know that. Let's mash them up. Till they're smooth. See? Not quite smooth enough, but smooth. And then we're going to add our evaporated milk. I like evaporated milk and potatoes. It's good. I love evaporated milk anyways. So nice and creamy. And it tastes so buttery. Evaporated milk, that is. But I added some pepper. I'm going to add these onions that I chopped up earlier, remember? Yeah, that's what I was chopping them for. To add into it. And like I told you, this dish is a really flavorful dish. And really for those that love onions. Like me, I love onions. They're pretty smooth right now. Why you high? Like this. And they taste as good as they look. Yum. Look at that. Okay, I have some Ritz crackers. A little box with the little 8 packages. One package will do perfectly. And I'm going to add some panko in with these crackers. Let's hit these a few minutes. I mean a few times, not a few minutes. Look at that. Now we can add our panko. Adding our butter. I added about a half a stick. Just enough to bind it. That's all. And to give it some flavor also. See? Our cabbage is about there. And we don't want to cook it done. We just want to cook it lightly because, like I said once before, it's going into the oven. Adding the bacon. Get that delicious flavor from the bottom of that plate. We want it all. I have the pan turned off already. Cabbage is easy to overcook too. I don't like a cabbage that's too soft. Into this dish, I had to pick up a few things. I know you noticed. And now we're just going to layer these flavors on top of there. I'm going to add some mashed potatoes, those oniony potatoes that are so delicious. Look. Mm-hmm. Flavor. Mm. Mm. And now we're going to add some cheese. And you can use any cheese you like. Let me see. But I want to tell you exactly what type of cheese I use in case you want to give it a try. It's new. I've never seen it before. It's new to me. I've never seen it before, but I found out that it was really good. Where is it? Yeah, the name of it is Flavor Fusions by Kraft Garlic and Herb Cheddar and Herb, or however you choose to produce it. Garlic and Herb Cheddar Flavor Fusions by Kraft. Give it a try. I'm going to stop advertising for these brands. I keep saying I'm not going to do it anymore, but I continuously do it. Mm-hmm. The offset spatula will probably help me out a great deal, so that's why I'm using this. See how easily it spreads? Why didn't I think of that at first? Better late than never, huh? That's what I say. Like spreading frosting on a cake. And now we're going to use that topping. And you don't have to add this. You know, you can always brown the top of those delicious potatoes. It'll be just as good. But this right here gives it a little crunch. Yes, I'm going to put it in here for about maybe, for about 20 minutes. On 375. Cheese. Into the oven. It goes. And see that pan? Don't you dare wipe that out of that pan. You just add some butter. We're going to add some avocado oil also, whatever you have. And this is better than bouillon, roasted onions, and that is good too. It really is. Like I always tell you, when you're using that, be conscious of the salt because it has a high salt content. And we're just making gravy. You're going to add some onions. Just making some onion gravy. Yes, to go over top of our, what are we going to call this? Cabbage. That's what we're going to call it because that's what it is. Irish cabbage. We're just going to pour some of this over it. You just wait. Just wait and see. I wish you could taste it too. And that was just a cup. Just about a cup, not quite. And we're going to stir until we cook the rawness out of the flour and until it's the acquired thickness that you like. I'm adding some baby ground just to brown to darken it up a bit. Some kitchen bouquet is what it's called. If you want it darker, just add more. Look, that's it. And just remember all those flavors that were in that pan, that's there too. So this is delicious. I might add a little more water though, I'm not sure, but here we are. Look at that. Can't wait to taste. Mmm. You don't have an excellent view. I'm sorry about that. But here we are. Let's add some of that good old gravy. Onion gravy. Ooh. How good does that look? And it's as good as it looks. I think I said it before. Yeah. You can smother it with gravy or you can just add a taste that you can add with each bite. Mmm. Have that crunch on the top. Let me give you some now. There you go.